Details of vultures. Vultures are large, scavenging birds known for their vital role in ecosystems as nature's cleanup crew. By consuming carrion, dead animals, they help prevent the spread of disease and recycle nutrients back into the environment. There are 23 species of vultures, split into two main groups: New World vultures, found in the Americas, and Old World vultures, found in Europe, Asia, and Africa. Though they share similar scavenging habits, these two groups evolved independently and are not closely related. Vultures typically have large, broad wings adapted for soaring, allowing them to glide effortlessly over long distances as they search for food. They often have bald heads, which helps them stay clean when feeding on carcasses. Vultures rely heavily on their keen eyesight and, in some species like the turkey vulture, an acute sense of smell to locate carcasses. They can spot a meal from miles away. Vultures often gather in large groups when they find a carcass. Social behavior is crucial at feeding sites, where a hierarchy dictates access to food. Larger vultures like the lappet-faced vulture, Torgos tracheoliotos, or Eurasian griffon, Gyps fulvus, often dominate feeding, with smaller species waiting until the dominant ones have fed. Vultures are known for their strong digestive systems that can neutralize harmful bacteria and toxins in decaying meat. This unique adaptation helps reduce the spread of diseases like anthrax, botulism, and rabies. Many vulture species are social and gather in large groups, especially while feeding. They display a clear hierarchy, with larger species often feeding first. Vultures tend to have long lifespans, up to 30 years or more in the wild, but low reproductive rates, with some species laying only one egg per year. They are devoted parents, often both caring for the chick until it can fend for itself. With expanding agriculture, urbanization, and infrastructure development, vultures are losing nesting and roosting habitats. Habitat fragmentation also limits the availability of carrion, making food resources scarce. Vultures are facing significant threats due to habitat loss, poisoning from pesticides and veterinary drugs, and human encroachment. For instance, the Indian vulture population has suffered catastrophic declines due to poisoning from diclofenac, a veterinary drug. Conservation efforts are underway in many regions to protect these essential birds. Some critically endangered vulture species, such as the Indian vulture, are part of breeding programs that aim to restore populations. After being reared in captivity, these vultures are reintroduced into safe zones to rebuild wild populations. Popular species. Turkey vulture, Cathartes aura. Known for its incredible sense of smell, it is one of the few birds able to locate food by scent. Griffon vulture, Gyps fulvus, a large Old World vulture with broad wings and a relatively social nature. Andean condor, Vultur gryphus, one of the largest flying birds in the world, found in South America with striking black and white plumage. African white-backed vulture, Gyps africanus, an important scavenger in African savannas, often seen at large carcasses. Conserving vultures is essential to ecosystem health, as they help regulate disease and nutrient cycles. By removing dead animals, they prevent the buildup of decaying organic matter, which would otherwise be a breeding ground for pathogens. Their loss has profound ecological and human health implications, making their protection an environmental priority.